seriously gotten into Fortnite before?
Nope.
Never? Have you even played a game?
Nope.
Oh my, really? Like not even just a goof?
Not even just a goof.
Dude, but it's Fortnite. I actually got like when it first like got popular, I didn't play it, but a bunch of the a bunch of the kids that I work with, they were always talking about it. It's like, "Oh, frick, dude, I'll try it." And like I actually got kind of hooked on it for a little bit, but then this happens with every game I play online. All of the younger kids started to beat me too much, so I just stopped playing. I got like one or two. I got like a win, and I was hiding in a bush, and I think the what do you call it? Like the purple killed them. The cloud of toxicity.
Yeah.
I can't believe you never played Fortnite. Have you never played Fortnite?
I mean, I've played it like twice, and I did really well, and thought it was really boring because of that.
Boys and girls, welcome back to the Grind episode 3, where Necro has never played Fortnite.
I played it twice, but it's been like forever ago.
But you got like pretty into Apex, didn't you?
I did get into Apex. I'm like level 100 and something.
Apex was really good, but then again, I was just not good at it. I wish I was, dude. I loved Apex for what I played. Like, when it first came out, it was just so fresh. Like, how everyone was talking about how it was going to take down Fortnite or whatever.
Dude, it was so good.
I think and didn't you're the Twitch guy? Didn't it actually like wasn't it on top for a while?
For a very long time, yeah, it was.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Boys and girls, I know I already said it, but welcome again. How are you guys doing? Me and Necro just playing some RuneScape. He's doing what are you doing, my boy?
Looks like I'm about to build an ancient altar, so I never have to do this again.
An ancient altar, like in your house? You're decorating?
Yep. That's what I'm gonna do.
So you won't have to go back to the middle of nowhere to change your spell book?
Yeah, I legit am about to, Oh yeah, I'm legit about to do this.
Dude, I don't blame you. Can you do it? Like, what level do you need for that? I've never even heard of that.
80.
Dude, the more I play this game and the more like I get serious about it, the more I realize I know nothing about this game, dude.
Dude, I know.
Like, there's so much content I've never even like so many like mini games. Okay, I'm gonna run some of these by you. Tell me if you even heard of it. So there's a mini game in I don't even think Mostly Harmless, the place where you like kill the dark beast, for the Black Mask. There's a mini game there called Trouble Brewing. Have you ever even played it?
I've never played it. I know it's there though.
Do you even know what it is? I've never even like. There's a diary task to play a game. I don't even know how to play it.
Yeah, I have no idea.
There's the pyramid plunder thing, the thieving mini game. Have you ever done that before?
Yes, I've done Pyramid Plunder.
Apparently, it's like really good money. I don't know if or what it is, but
it is very good money.
And what else? There was one more. There's so many like just random mini games. You've done the fishing trawler, haven't you, for the angler outfit?
Oh yeah, I have the full angler. Yeah.
I just got that. I hate that mini game so much. Oh, it's the worst.
It wasn't that bad.
It's just because it's like 10 minutes of standing there, and it's just random if you get a piece or not. It's just a waste of time. What else is there? Oh, have you done the Tithe Farm in Corinth for like? Have you ever done that before?
Nope.
That one sucks too, but it's actually not bad. It's good. It's like the only way to like get farming experience without just doing like waiting for farming stuff to grow.
Yeah.
And there's let's see, there's one more there. The Shades of Morton. You know that quest? That's like an actual mini game, and you get like keys, and you can go down into crypts. Have you ever done any of that?
Dude, no. Actually, I actively avoid Shades of Morton because
Dude, it's
I hate it.
There's just so much. Like, you just forget how big this game really is and how much stuff there. Well, and the thing is a lot of it's outdated content too.
Real outdated, and a lot of it could be, fixed. It's just the problem is with this game, a lot of the mini games just get overshadowed by like other content like Slayer and everything else other people would rather be doing.
Yeah, I understand that. That's a good point. It's almost like they're kind of like. Not that they're doing too much, but they just add so much that like eventually something's gonna get phased out.
Yeah, exactly. It's just bottom line.
Like like Castle Wars. People used to play Castle Wars all the dang time, and now it's like, what's the point?
I mean, the point is for blood and glory.
Dagonoth Kings, God Wars, Last Man Stand. What is? Oh, Nightmare Zone. Nightmare Zone that's still a thing. Oh, Pest Control. Oh my gosh, I hate Pest Control.
What do you mean you hate Pest Control?
You know, that's something. Well, it's not the mini game is fine. It's just the grind is really long for full void.
Refer to the name of the podcast, dude.
This is awkward. That's something I should do, honestly. I need to get void, but the thing is void is used mostly for what? Combat, right? I mean, and that's what I'm trying to avoid. So
you're doing a no violence run.
A pacifist RuneScape run.
Why don't you do a pacifist Dark Souls run?
I don't know if that's possible.
I mean, sure it is.
You'd have to just make all the what? You'd have to make all the bosses just jump off or something, kill themselves.
Actually, I don't know if there's a way to do it. I'm sure there is.
I mean, probably not, like, because, like, there's no edges in some places, like, for Gwyn, per se, but I don't know. I'm sure there's a mod or something you could do.
There's gotta be, like, a reflex spell would be the best way to think, but I'm trying to think if there is one, and I don't think there...
Dude, something there is, and I want to do this. I was debating on doing this when I first did my Dark Souls series, but I figured I would just do a regular vanilla run, but there are, you know, you probably know this, there's mods that, like, randomize the enemies and items and stuff.
Oh, dude, yeah, and that's scary.
Oh, it looks so fun. I was watching, I don't know if you know who Northern Lion is. I've been watching him play through it, and it's just like, because it's some of the seeds can, like, literally just screw you over to, like, to where you have to fight, like, two, like you have to fight Gwyn and, like, Seath in the Ornstein and Smough fight. It just looks ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
I actually I'm caught up on your entire Dark Souls series, and I'm waiting for another episode.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I think episode 4 was I need to record more. I've only died twice so far. I've killed, like, only a boss, but...
Well, you need to hurry up and get that shit done, son.
I know, I need to play more. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's just because it's one of my favorite games, but it's also just, I like to think I'm actually decent at that game. That's one of the few games I actually like to think I'm not bad at.
I mean, you're not terrible at that one. No, I wanted to see you play all the Dark Souls series. Like, I want to see you just go through all of it.
Dude, I'm kind of thinking about it. I want to play through Dark Souls, and then I'm thinking about doing the randomizer. But I do want to start playing through like the series. I wish I could play through Bloodborne. I might have to. I don't have a Delgado, but I'd like to play through Bloodborne too. But yeah, because you can get Sekiro on PC. The only one I couldn't play would be Bloodborne.
Sekiro, I wouldn't even hold you to that game. That game is...
I haven't even played it at all yet, but...
Let me fucking tell you, sir.
Are you going to go back and finish it? I know you have a history with it.
I have something with it.
I want to play it. It looks exciting. Oh, and Demon Souls, but Demon Souls is like... I have it on the PS3, but I don't know if you can even... I know they took the servers down for it, but whatever. That's neither here nor there.
Yeah, that don't matter.
So you're doing some construction work in your home, correct?
At least for the time being, yeah.
And then you're gonna go do
Necreals.
Oh, that's right. You're gonna do some Slayer. I'm just fishing. I'm finishing up. I'm not really trying to get a fishing level. I'm just really close to 60 agility, and then we're gonna go. I'm probably gonna go back and kill more blue dragons because I'm super close to 50 prayer, which is a quest requirement. And then I'll probably just do that for the rest of the episode, and then grind up what I got. Just blaze. So that's my plans for right now. Other than that, we're kind of just chilling and just kind of winging things because we've got a lot that we want to do. And then who knows what we're going to talk about. It's just a freaking crazy train, bro. That was a good little segue into what our plans were. Like I said, I'm just kind of doing whatever comes to me, just kind of getting some grind out of the way. Like you said, the name of the freaking show. I do need to do Void at some point, though. That's a safe death, isn't it? Void? Pest Control, I guess, rather?
Pest Control is a safe death, yeah.
I gotta really pay attention to that stuff. Like, I know there's some mini games that aren't. I couldn't tell you which one.
Is there? I didn't think there was any mini games that weren't.
Well, like, I know Jad is a safe death. I'm assuming Castle Wars would be a safe death.
Yeah, surely it is.
I don't know, actually. Maybe there's not. Nightmare Zone, that's probably a safe death, right?
Surely it is. Like, it has to be. There's no way that it's not. That seems like the best way for...
Maybe yeah, I might be wrong, but like I said, I know nothing about this freaking game.
I think you're wrong.
Do you have you gotten any of the other skilling outfits? Like, do you have the rogue's clothing or anything for thieving or any of that stuff?
I don't have the rogue's clothing, no. I have, oh man, I cannot spell the word pharaoh.
There's the pyromancy outfit from Winter Taught. I have that. Well, except for the boots. I don't have the boots. There's the, Graceful. You probably have graceful, don't you?
I did. Remember, I died with it in the
Oh, dude, what were you doing in the wilderness? Clue scroll?
Yeah, I was doing a clue scroll and I forgot that you use that on death
Mm-hmm.
if you get to a certain point. And I was a very sad panda.
Dude, that's what happened with my my void. I know I told that story before, but that's why I made my hardcore Iron Man, because I lost my full void and I didn't want to get it over again. So I just made a new
I don't
account.
blame you. I wouldn't have done that again either. Like, I just laughed at him and said, "No."
That's why I'm so sad, man. Like when I inevitably lose my hardcore status, dude, I'm gonna be so defeated. Like I'm not gonna, because I'm gonna want to start over, but then I'm definitely not going to, because that's gonna be way too much work to do again. But oh, I'm gonna be so crushed.
I would be upset. I would. I don't even know what I would do, but I would not be a happy camper.
Like I don't know. I'm trying to think of when I started this account. I know you can tell somehow probably, but there's
Go to Lumbridge.
But will he tell you like the date you started?
I think so.
There's got to be a way to check it somehow.
I think he'll tell you. I think he'll tell you the date you started.
But I would love to know that, because I think it's been maybe a year since I've had this account. I don't know. Maybe not quite a year. Maybe a few months shy. But there has also been probably collectively throughout the account, I'd say there's probably been maybe a month or two that I didn't even play total, I would say. So I don't know, man. But it would still just be like such a like ugh. And I'm trying to. The only thing I really hope is I just hope it's not from something bull. You know, like I hope it's not some BS like disconnect. I lag out during a boss fight and die. That would kill me, dude.
I would rage.
Like
I would never play this game again.
I'm just hoping, you know, it can be like an honorable samurai death, like I'm fighting a dragon in Dragon Slayer 2 or something. I run out of prayer. Yeah, yeah. I run out of prayer, and he looks me in the eyes. He like bows. He's like, he goes, "Ome wa moi shinderu," and I just take it like a man. Like that's how I hope I go out.
Yeah, you scream "Nani" on the way out,
and I burst from the inside out.
That would be beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Honestly, that is the only way I want you to die from now on.
I wouldn't even be mad.
If you don't find a way to edit that in when you die, eventually, I'm unsubbing. Like,
just put in the whole scene, like get copyrighted and everything. Dude, it'd be worth it.
This is how I...
Dude, speaking of Fist of the North Star, I know I've talked about this a lot, but I've been watching a lot of that, and it's really good. Sometimes I'll throw it on in the background, and whilst I am playing some good old fashioned RuneScape. You're a pretty big anime guy, aren't you?
I am. I like to pretend I am.
Dude, same. Like I wish I've watched more, but I haven't. I've only watched like the mainstream ones. Do you have any like specifics? Like, what are some of your favorites?
Animes that are my favorites, I would say, not in any particular order because I don't feel like rating them.
Of course.
But like, I got Fairy Tail.
Okay, I've heard of that one.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Okay, I've also heard of that one. I haven't seen any of these though.
G Gundam.
Okay, yeah, you're definitely a bigger weeb than me.
I got Ald Noah. Was that the name of that one mech anime?
Yeah.
Ald Noah. Ald Noah was really good. I got My Hero Academia.
Oh, yeah, okay, now I've definitely seen a few of those. My Hero is pretty good.
Naruto, because I'm sorry, I just love that anime.
Dude, that's a big one, and like I want to watch that, but there's just so many.
Oh my god, Bungo Stray Dogs. Oh my god,
what is that? What is Bungo Stray Dogs?
Bro, it is. If I had to rate these animes right now, Bungo Stray Dogs is number one. I love that anime. That anime is easily, well, no, because Yu Yu Hakusho's in this list, and so is G Gundam. That is my third favorite anime.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. That makes me think of that Robobo. What is it, like Bobo? It was like some Adult Swim anime thing.
What? Oh my god. Bo.
Yeah. It was really dumb. Like the guy had like an afro, and it was awesome.
213. My wife is a bigger anime nerd than everyone I know.
Oh, I mean.
Not on newer stuff. That's true.
Yeah, like, see, I haven't seen anything. I mean, I know some of the, like, Attack on Titan. Did you ever watch any of that?
So I actually didn't watch a lot of Attack on Titan. I am not a big we started to watch it a little bit, and I kind of got into it, but like, I just wasn't a big fan. I couldn't get into it as much as I thought I would be able to.
My 14-year-old sister is in love with it, and I've heard the theme song about 1,000 times now. And it's pretty dope. But that's about all I know about it. I know it's popular.
Oh, dude, it's ridiculously popular.
There's a couple of I played some of the games too that weren't like they were whatever, but
I mean, they're not terrible.
I've only ever seen like okay, like I watched. How much of the Pokemon series did you watch?
Absolutely fuck all.
You haven't watched any of it?
The original one from when I was a kid, if that counts.
Like the Indigo League?
Yeah.
And like did you watch like the first couple of movies, the Orange Islands?
Bro, I watched the first, and I watched the one with Mewtwo, the first Pokemon the movie. And
Yeah,
yeah,
it's just called Pokemon the movie.
And then I watched Pokemon 2000.
Yes, that's the second one.
That is the extent of my Pokemon movie knowledge.
Hey, you got the first two right though. I'm impressed.
Well, I mean, I watched them, and I owned both of them when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're probably the best ones. Let's
60
be honest.
agility. You can now use the Werewolf and Sears Village courses. Jumped from the pillars in Wintertop Prison. Access to the God Wars dungeon via the agility. Cool.
Oh, God, you're doing agility. I do not envy you.
Well, no, I just got that from my fishing.
Oh.
That's why I've been doing that. So now I'm 60 strength, 60 agility, 82 fishing. So I'm even. I'm going to wrap it up in a second, but we'll finish the conversation first. So yeah, I've watched like up until Diamond and Pearl. I want to get more, but I want to buy the box sets. But there's a lot. They're still making Pokemon like today, I'm pretty sure.
Bro, I am not a big Pokemon the anime fan.
Have you seen like the new stuff? Like the way they animate Ash, he looks. Have you seen it? He looks like he doesn't look right.
Dude, he's not right. Like,
like I don't know how to say this. I don't know how to say this like PC, but like he's really, really like you can tell he's heavily influenced by the the culture, I guess you could say.
He's very derp looking.
Yeah, like it's strange that they really tried to like weeb him up and whatever, but
yeah, he's definitely strange looking. I think the new Ash looks younger than the original Ash.
Yeah, like that's another strange thing is like he's always been like a kid, but whatever.
Yeah, he doesn't age. He's a god.
That's kind of how it is for most shows though, probably.
That's how you become a Pokemon master. Once you become a Pokemon master, you achieve godhood. Once you achieve godhood, right? You become a true Pokemon master. So he's just a god.
Well, no, right? He's just in a coma, right? Like that's the whole thing. He's like dead or whatever.
Yeah, that's it. You're right. That's the fan theory.
Yeah. Because like Professor Oak's like banging his mom. He's like in a coma. Like that's why he never ages. He's like imagining creatures fighting the whole time, something like that.
Yeah, he's
creepy
crazy.
pasta.
That's all it is. Yeah, creepy pasta.
Oh, and of course, how could we not forget about Dragon Ball?
Dude, and the thing is I like Dragon Ball. I have not seen the new one.
Dragon Ball Super?
Yeah.
I haven't seen Dragon Ball Super yet either.
Terrible because I haven't seen it.
I know.
But maybe one day I will. I just at the moment.
Well, and here's the thing: is I don't have like TV, and I know it's probably on like Hulu or something, but I also don't have Hulu. I'm waiting for it to come out on like DVD box set. I have the whole Dragon Ball Z box set. I've watched that through a few times. Now I've never actually seen. This might be outing myself. I've never actually seen Dragon Ball, like the original series that came before
You've
Z.
never watched all of Dragon Ball?
No, Goku's Rise to Fame. I've never seen that.
Bro, it's such a dirty show.
I know, it's so like it's like real Japanese, man. Like
he's such a pervert, dude, and I love it. He's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, him and freaking Master Roshi just like peeve on Bulma the whole time.
Bro, Master Roshi is a upstanding citizen. All right, I don't need you bad mouthing him.
But like, how can you compete like with Dragon Ball Z? Like the original 4 arcs, the Saiyan Saga, Frieza, Cell, and Buu Saga. I mean, they're just classics.
I mean, yeah. I really enjoyed up until the Cell Saga. I think the Buu Saga kind of got redundant.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like, it wasn't as good because it's just like, I know what's gonna happen. He's gonna turn into another Super Saiyan,
I'm pretty
and then he's gonna
sure.
win the fight.
I'm pretty sure that it's either I think it's the Cell Saga, maybe it's the Frieza Saga. Well, actually, is it called the Android Saga, not the Cell Saga? I don't know.
Nah, it's Cell Saga.
I think the Frieza Saga is like generally the most popular one. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know for sure.
Or at least the most well known, I would imagine.
I do wish though that in the games they would not do the same 3 things throughout every single Dragon Ball game.
I agree. My thought process on this new like Dragon Ball Kakarot game was cool. You just gave to me the exact same game that I did while playing Budokai 1, Budokai 2, Budokai Tenkaichi.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Like, every single Dragon Ball game I have already played. I'm done with you. Like,
yeah, no, that's what I'm getting. Like, I love Dragon Ball. Like, I've played every single freaking Dragon Ball Z game. Even Fighters was cool, but like, it's just I get it, man. Like, I love this show. Don't get me wrong, but I don't want to play through it the same time with similarly looking graphics, maybe slightly upgraded or enhanced.
Yeah, and see, I'm really excited because I really want to watch the next one. I really want to watch the new one.
Yeah, let's make a game over it.
I think the new one looks pretty good.
Wasn't there a series after Dragon Ball Z but before Super, like
yeah, it was
Kai or something like that? Oh yeah, GT, that's what it was.
Yeah, it's not canon.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I've never seen that either.
Yeah, that's the big deal about it, is it's not technically canon.
That's like the stuff with Broly and stuff, isn't it?
No, that's the stuff with like the dragons, like Omega Shinron.
Oh yeah,
all the dragons that fight. Which, I mean, Omega Shinron was dope.
Omega Shinron is super cool.
But like, yeah, it's not technically canon, I don't think.
I summoned Shinron on her thigh. Yeah, so there's Dragon Ball. What else we got? I'm trying to think of something else I've seen. Oh, duh, freaking Yu-Gi-Oh.
I mean, yeah, that's another good anime. You can tell how Americanized your.
I told you, dude. I've seen like the most like mainstream like anime. That's it, man.
Yeah, you could tell how Americanized you are.
Dragon Ball, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Pokemon.
You have not explored anywhere other than.
That's what I'm doing with Fist of the North Star, baby. That's like my first reach out, and it's and even that one's kind of like, okay, we get it. You're a anime guy, but did you watch the whole main series, or like did you watch how much of Yu-Gi-Oh did you watch?
Bro, oh man. So when Yu-Gi-Oh came out, I was really big into Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yes, dude.
Right?
You, and our other cousin were super big Yu-Gi-Oh fans.
I watched all the way through until after GX.
You did watch all the GX?
I did. I actually really liked GX. I thought GX was probably about as good as the second season of Yu-Gi-Oh! Battle City.
Unpopular opinion, GX is my favorite. I like it more than the original series. Like, I loved GX. I loved Jaden. I loved the whole thing.
Yeah, no, I thought it was a great series. Battle City is my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Like
arc,
but like of the original. But I mean, the GX series in general was just good.
Dude, I like a school. Yeah. It was. I mean, I like the school setting. Like just in general, I like the whole like Obelisk and Slifer and what was the Raw. Like I just like the whole way they orchestrated the whole thing, I guess, and
yeah, like it almost made it to where like it could be a real thing.
Yeah,
and that was cool to me. Like that was something that I felt like it felt like you could be a part of. You know what I mean?
Dude, I feel that.
It was really good. It was really well done. I was proud of it.
Yeah, that's my one. Like I've actually never even finished the main series or the first series, I guess. But I know it has Yugi boy.
I mean, Pegasus is by far my favorite character.
Dude, and he's like hardly in it, right? Like he's only in like a couple episodes.
He's in the first season pretty heavily because he's like the main villain.
Right, of like the whole like the first kind of story.
I mean,
part
I'll put villain in quotations, but yeah, like
was he not a bad guy?
He just because he's bad guy does not mean he is bad guy.
He's just like a jerk.
Well, the thing is like his whole, he's trying to get all the Millennium puzzle, or like all the Millennium pieces, right?
Didn't he like murder Yugi's grandpa?
No, he took his soul and put him in the Shadow Realm. It's fine. He's not technically dead.
I banished him to the Shadow Realm, living
yeah,
purgatory in hell. But yeah, he's a cool guy.
He's fine. But like his whole story was basically he was trying to get all the pieces.
Right.
To Millennium items, I guess, to bring back his dead wife, who died at a young age. That was his whole story.
Yeah,
that was it.
They always give
and
somebody
then he realized, he realized at the end, oh yeah, I fucked up.
Oh, did he? Did he come around?
Yeah, and then he ends up helping like everybody later.
What? Oh my gosh, the redemption.
Like Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie, he ends up helping everybody.
And then there's like of course Kaiba, but he's like an anti-hero, right? Like he's like he's like the Sasuke, right?
Yeah, Sasuke. Naruto. There, I just summed up that whole anime in like 2 words.
Doesn't Naruto get like really old?
Dude, Naruto, yeah, Naruto is still going, except it's called Boruto.
Right, but like I mean like Naruto, like the character, doesn't he get like super old?
You know, I'm not gonna spoil that because I feel like that's.
Is that super spoilers?
I mean, he's a fucking fighting ninja where in a show where they're not afraid to kill people off. So I mean, yeah, kind of.
I'm assuming since it's not called Naruto anymore, he had like a son or something.
He did have a son.
Who did he bang? Was it that pink-haired girl?
No.
Oh, that's too bad.
It was the girl with the white eyes.
That helps me zero.
Hinata.
Hinata.
Yeah, he married Hinata.
Does he kill Sasuke with his bare hands?
Nope, Sasuke actually comes back to the village.
Oh, so he comes back to being a cool guy.
Sure.
Dude, I've never seen like.
Still alive.
I've only ever seen like bits and pieces, but from what I can tell, he's like the fan favorite, right?
Who, Sasuke?
Yeah.
I mean, he's an edgelord, so.
Exactly.
Some people love him and other people hate him. It's the same edgelord scenario.
Rolling back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Really quick. Did you ever see anything past GX, like the 5Ds or whatever?
I did. I hated all of it. Dueling. I'm gonna play card games on a motorcycle.
Dude, they
doesn't seem safe.
It just doesn't seem. How is that practical? Like, what's the advantage here?
Yeah, I'm gonna set a card face down. Oh shit! I lost control.
And then there's a newer one after that, isn't there?
Dude, there's all kinds. There's like Zexal.
Yeah, that's what because that was in the newest Yu-Gi-Oh game, and I was like, the rules are so. That's another thing that I love about the original Yu-Gi-Oh series is that there's just no rules.
Yeah, bro. Like, okay, so I'm gonna play this Blue Eyes White Dragon on nothing.
Turn 1, just throwing it down.
Turn 1, just throwing my dick out on the table. Your move.
There was a cartoon on YouTube. You might have seen it making fun of it, and it's got like Kaiba and Yugi dueling, and he's like, "I sacrificed my battle ox and $5 to summon Blue Eyes White Dragon."
That was so good. Yeah, I remember that. He's like, "I have loot boxes."
Yeah, it's so funny, but dude, that whole like first like season or two before they're like, "Oh, we should actually." Did they make this show before they made it like an actual card game or something? Like, why are there no rules in the first like couple episodes?
So I think that's actually just how the anime kind of came to be. I don't know if it was like translation error from the manga.
Right.
What? But like, I'm not sure what happened, and I actually may research that after this episode.
Well, because they fixed it eventually. But like.
In the next season, yeah.
Yeah, but like the whole like first thing is just like an off the rails like free for all.
Yeah, dude, like it's just like I'm gonna play this game how I want.
Yeah, I'm gonna just throw cards down. Oh, and Yugi duels Pegasus like in the first episode, doesn't he? Because that's when he gets Exodia, right? Or is that for Kaiba he gets Exodia on?
Nah, he beats Kaiba in the first episode.
That's what it is, Kaiba boy.
That little fuck boy.
Oh, Kaiba, dude, he's so cute.
Bro, he's a bitch.
And then, dude, there's lots of like he's trying to battle for his sister, isn't he, or something like that, or his brother, Mokuba.
His brother.
He's annoying.
Who looks like his sister.
He's like the worst character ever.
Dude, look like a lady burner. Burner.
I guess that's all I've seen is Dragon Ball, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Pokemon. That's
Bro, are you coming to a realization that you're a fake weeb?
I am a fake weeb. I mean, I never claimed to be a weeb, but I kind of wanted to be, but I guess not, man.
No longer are you allowed to claim weebhood.
You are no longer. That's fine, I guess. I mean, I love anime. I just never have time to cartoons in general. I just never have time to watch them.
See, that's me now. Like, I don't have time to sit down and... I mean, I do, I guess, on the weekends, but, like, I would rather be doing other stuff. Like, now that I'm playing World of Warcraft again, like...
Oh, yeah, you're back in the WoW.
I am back into WoW pretty heavily, which is why I've been abandoning RuneScape.
Shame.
I know. I just need to break up the monotony, man.
It's okay, man. Go ahead. Go on with your WoW story. I'm ready to say, wow.
It's more like just I usually save anime and stuff like that for together, and then like when we're playing, like if we're playing WoW, for instance, because it's a MMO, I don't have to sit there and pay attention.
Exactly.
So, unless I'm raiding like earlier, so it just makes it easier to do it that way. And then most of the time, though, I'm playing Tarkov, Rainbow.
Well, and like
streaming or.
Exactly. And I mean, like, unless I have, like, just something to, like I said, I don't have any way to watch it, really, because they don't have any of that stuff on Netflix. I mean, and I guess I could get Hulu, or what's the other one, Crunchyroll or whatever? Do you have Crunchyroll?
I do.
See, I should probably get that, but...
You should.
Oh, what about One Piece? Have you ever watched One Piece?
So, I tried.
I think we made fun of it before, actually.
I used to make fun of One Piece all the time, and I still do. But Fairy Tail is made by the same creators of One Piece.
Oh, okay.
And so I was like, maybe I'll enjoy that. Like, maybe if I actually give it a chance, sit down and try it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did. But starting from the beginning and then having all these expectations from, like, newer animes.
Right.
Man, it was hard. And so I got to a certain season or a certain part where there's, like, this clown called Bucky.
Okay.
And he can apparently take himself apart and put himself back together again and stab people with his decapitated hands that he took off himself.
Okay.
At that point, I was like, you know what? What?
Well, he's like a rubber band man, right? He's like a pirate and he's made of like band-aids or something.
Yeah, yo ho ho, he took a bite of gum gum. All right.
Yeah, I mean, whatever, man. More power to you. I know it's popular, isn't it? Like they made a bunch of games for it.
Bro, One Piece is probably one of the most popular in Japan.
All I know for sure is that there was that Game Grumps bit where they were doing like super exaggerated voice, and he's like, "A One Piece-oo!"
Yeah, you can watch super popular shows like Naruto.
Yeah,
One Piece-oo, and Man Girl.
Dude, that was a good one. Oh my gosh, is that a real anime, Man Girl?
If I told you no, would you not look it up?
I don't know, man. The curiosity might get the best of me there.
I'm gonna tell you no, and then I'll just let you look that.
Let's leave it at that. So, are you planning on are you ever gonna like stream WoW? That might be fun to watch.
So the problem with WoW is typically people don't like to watch anything unless you're raiding or PvP or anything like that, and I'm so far behind right that I'm just trying to catch up.
So WoW is like they're all about like the super action, huh? They don't like the grind in WoW.
I mean, the grind is there, and some people enjoy like grinding for like different pets or stuff like that. But most of the time, people are watching PvP or just high level raids or something like that. And I can't say I blame them because watching the grind in WoW is not fun.
Are there like skills you train or anything?
You can. In my opinion, the market in WoW could use a lot.
I see.
It's definitely there. And I feel like if I tried to like play the market a little bit better, I could. But the skills you have are not like RuneScape skills. Like the economy isn't necessarily ran by these skills, whereas in RuneScape the game is ran by those skills.
Yeah, okay. So the skills are kind of just like secondary?
Yeah, like they used to play a bigger part in the game, but they don't really anymore.
So is it basically like you just like grind combat? Like you like just train to get stronger?
A lot of people try and go, yeah, you grind to get stronger, basically, and then like you try and get different items. You can get rare items, rare drops.
I know so
That's really
little
what it
about that
is.
game.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't. I mean, we didn't really play it growing up. I didn't play it until 4 years ago.
Until your wife got you into it.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much true.
Dude, you got a lot going on. You got like, you got like a not a family, but I mean, you kind of have a family just without the kid. You've got a big full-time job. You're like a Twitch streamer. I don't know how you do it, man.
Balancing is really difficult. You got to know when to say I'm going to take a break. Like this weekend, I haven't streamed.
Right?
I took a break. Sometimes spending time with family is more important. Me and my wife, we played WoW together pretty much all day today.
Dude, that's
We're
so
gonna do it again
awesome.
tomorrow. And I love that. I wouldn't trade that experience. Honestly, if I could do that every weekend, not streaming anymore.
Right?
It really is. Like sometimes I sit there and I think to myself, I could sell my stream setup and just kind of pocket that cash and just relax, not have any of that stress on me anymore. Just have a good time. And sometimes it's appealing.
Dude, I mean, it's very important to, I learned this the hard way, unfortunately. It's very important to take, as I'm sure you have, it's very important to take, time for yourself so you don't, literally burn yourself out and never want to do it again.
Yeah, and you will. You definitely will.
You absolutely will. I know you think you won't. You're like, oh, dude, being a YouTuber, Twitch streamer, whatever, recording, talking to people, having fun, joking around, making funny bits, dude, no problem. I'll do it my whole life.
Yeah, until you get going.
Yes, exactly.
It's a whole nother ball game because, like, it sounds great on paper.
Yeah.
But it's still a job, and it's tiring. It really is. Like, having to be interacting with people at that level all the time, it wears on you. It really does. And sometimes you just need that release, the sweet release of death.
Dude,
but
right.
No, just some form of something. Like for me, it's WoW. I play WoW when I'm not streaming because to me, WoW isn't a game that I could stream, and I'm not good at it, in my opinion.
That's just you tune your brain off and you just go at it.
Yeah, and I just have fun. I go grind some rep. I go relax, chillax, and just get ready for the new content that's gonna drop in like a couple weeks, months. I can't remember how. But
dude, and I mean, like, the other thing is, you were saying how it's like, it's a real burn on you. I mean, it's a lot more work than anybody sees. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes, and the biggest part is that this is 100% on you. You have nobody helping you. You have to do everything on your own. You have to be 100% self-motivated. You have to stay dedicated. It's all on you, and that's just so much responsibility and so much effort you have to put forward for nobody. Basically, the first year for nobody to even know who you are.
Yeah, and it's true. And like when I started streaming, you know what? Here, I'll put it to you. I'll put it this way: Streamlabs has come a long way.
Okay.
Streamlabs now, you are able to. Before, when I started, you weren't able to do half the stuff you can now. Now you can set up your own like background. You can set up your own like layout and stuff like that, and it's super helpful. Like new streamers can just go onto Streamlabs, pick out a default, layout, use that layout, and then you're good. I had to make all my own.
Yeah, you did it the hard way.
I did. And now I eventually paid someone to put my logo and stuff on all of it because I didn't want to do it. And now I have all that, but then it's up to you to get the system working the way you want, get all your transitions correct, all your slides correct,
It's all up to you. I love that.
And
yeah.
It is a lot of time. Like if you opened up my Streamlabs, there are so many programs and so many like scenes that I haven't even optimized, put into my stream yet, because I don't have the time to sit there and just try and optimize. Or at this point, or the motivation, because even now, sometimes I think, man, I don't want to stream today, and then I don't. I'm very much a believer in if I don't feel like streaming, I'm not going to provide the best content I can for my viewers, so I'm not going to try.
Dude,
Like, I don't want to put them through that. That's not fair to my viewers. That's not fair to anybody like my subscribers. That's so I don't do it. That's just how I feel.
I totally get that. Like, if you're not feeling 100%, you're like, well, I feel that all the time, especially because, like, I record late at night, like, after I get home from work in the gym. So I'm normally drained by this point. I'm like, man, I want to record. I need to get this done, but I'm just not myself right now. It's going to be a horrible episode. I don't want to do this right now. Like,
Yeah,
I want to be at my top of my game if I'm going to do this.
It's true. And I feel that way whenever I'm playing. Like, if it shows.
Yeah.
If I don't want to be in that game, it shows. And I realized that. So I just quit doing that. I started playing what I wanted, when I wanted, how I wanted, because that's how games should be played. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, what main game do you play? And I tell them, well, here are the games that I'm currently playing now. But here in a couple, like 6 months, that may change. So
Right, who knows?
Don't hold me to it. I'm going to play what I want when I want. I'm a variety streamer. I'm always going to be a variety streamer because I don't think that doing anything other than what I want when I want is going to be healthy for me.
Yeah, I mean, you have to have some sort of variety because, like, I can vouch for this. I tried to not mainline RuneScape, but RuneScape was my big that's my big thing right now. I mean, that's everyone watches those a lot more than anything else I do. That's just my game apparently. And I tried to make that my main game, and then watch what happened with the Twisted League. I got completely burned out with this dumb game, and I didn't play it for months, and I hated that. But unfortunately, if you play one thing and focus, when you turn it into a job, that's when you're gonna no longer have fun with it.
It's true. And like even now, I'm on RuneScape right now. I would rather be playing WoW right now.
I totally get it.
That's just how it works. I mean, I'm doing the grind right now with you, and I feel wrong if I'm playing a game that isn't RuneScape.
Right.
So I'm going to play RuneScape. And even then, I still enjoy RuneScape. I'm still having fun. But I would much rather, like, I'm sitting here thinking while we're doing this episode, man, I could be leveling up my druid right now. I could be leveling up warrior. I could be getting all this rep and these raids done on my shaman. Like, it's never ending.
And I mean, not to name drop or throw anybody under the bus here, but like, me and your mutual friend, Spectre, he's a Pokemon guy. And I know he hates that. He hates being known as just the Pokemon dude. But it's just what gets the numbers, and I mean, that's just what he based his whole thing around, and unfortunately, that's where he's stuck at now.
And I know you've probably talked to him a little bit more about that than I have. I haven't really talked to him about that. I've been really curious to talk to him about it to kind of gauge, how he feels
Where he
about
stands,
being
right?
Yeah, and because I know he was blowing up there for a bit, and arguably still is. I think he's a pretty successful streamer and YouTuber, in my opinion. He's definitely in the zone. So, and now, he's got a lot of other good things going for him too on top of that. So, as a friend, I'm very proud of him. I'm really happy that he's in a good spot where I feel like he's in a pretty decent spot anyway in his life. And, yeah, it's good to see him there.
You guys watching this now probably don't know, unless you are coming from Zodinia, but I used to run a co-op channel with Spectre called Pixelites. It's actually still up now. He got too busy for it, unfortunately, so we haven't uploaded anything onto it, but if you want to go check it out, go ahead. But Spectre, Speqtor, I think that's right. Check him out on YouTube. He mostly streams on Twitch, though, but he's super funny. He's super dope. He's an IRL homie to me and Necro. But anyway, yeah, so I mean, you were talking earlier, I want to kind of go back here a little bit. You were talking about how you play like WoW to kind of just relieve some stress or, kind of essentially just kind of tune your brain out, right?
Yeah.
See, and that's kind of how I feel about like the not to be that guy, but that's kind of how I feel about like the gym. That's my hour of time. I get home from work. It's my hour I set aside to just work on myself. It's just kind of like a mind, like you release so many like, I don't remember what it's called, maybe serotonin, something in your brain, and it's just like you're in your zone. You've got the music pumping. You're just out there, and it's just like it's the greatest thing. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to explain unless you actually go out and do it. But like you said, comparing it to your kind of relaxation method, it's just a way to kind of unwind and you have to take time out for yourself, I guess is what I'm saying. Basically, you have to find something that is not, everyone's always talking about how you got to be working, you got to be doing something. You can't be, if you want to get to the top, you've always got to be moving. But you have to find some time to work on yourself at some point to do anything you enjoy, or else you will literally drive yourself crazy.
It's true. And then I think there's another little fine line for content creators and people who think they want to be one is at some point you got to decide whether or not this is working. At some point you got to decide, you know what? Maybe this is just a hobby. Maybe this is just for fun. And I see too many streamers who try to make it a career who can't afford to. You know what I mean?
Yo, yeah.
And so I'll see streamers online who like, hey, help me pay my rent. And people, I mean, you got people in there watching, but it's like, bro, you're sitting in here with like 16 viewers, and I mean, you're not gonna get your rent with 16 viewers unless they donate, $300+ every month, and that's just not gonna happen.
I love what you said there. How you said, like you can't, like you have to assess the situation and think to yourself, is this just a hobby? And I think that's what you have to do, right? You have to come at this saying, okay, I'm gonna upload, I'm gonna do what I want and what makes me happy. Because if you're just trying to pump out mainstream content, I learned this from experience, you will only hurt yourself in the long run if you're not doing something you like or enjoy. Whatever makes you happy, whatever you want to see on YouTube, that's what, like invention comes from, like what you want, like something you want to see out there that's not being done, that you enjoy, do it. And like you said, if make it a hobby, just have fun with it, and eventually you'll get something will happen if it's meant to be, right? Like you can't, like you said, you can't come at this just thinking, okay, I'm gonna upload a video and I'm gonna become famous overnight. I'm going to upload daily. I'm gonna just pump out videos and people are gonna take it in and they're gonna love it. You have to, like you said, I love how you said that. You have to take it as a hobby basically and just think of it as such. And then if something happens, great.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. Like I'm at the point where, I mean, even when I started, I came at this as this is a hobby. I am not going to try and make this into anything that it's not. I'm going to have fun. And the second I'm not having fun, I'm just gonna quit. I'm gonna stop.
Now that being said, I do think it's okay to be goal oriented though. I think it's okay to say, okay, by the end of this year, I would like to have done this, this, and that, and then, I think it's okay to strive to want something, but I think you have to keep it a priority to not get, don't get your hopes up, essentially.
Yeah, you need to be able to realize at some point, like if you've been doing something for, 2 years, and you're not seeing any growth, or you're seeing minimal growth to a point that it's not worth it, maybe it's time to take a step back and reassess your situation. Not necessarily take a step back from what you don't stop having fun with streaming, don't stop having fun with making videos, but step back, look at yourself in the mirror maybe, and just kind of think to yourself, you know what? If I'm going to keep doing this, I'm going to have to switch up what I'm doing.
I think I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, or maybe it's time to focus on something else. Maybe a life job. Maybe it's time to focus on that instead. Maybe it's time to focus on your family. You got to know when to take a step back. You got to know when to say, you know what? Maybe this isn't for me, or maybe I'm not doing something right. And far too many people don't do that, and that's sad. And I see people fall apart on Twitch all the time. Like, if you go to the bottom of, like, some Twitch lists, you can see some really, really dark stuff sometimes, and it's...
Really?
It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. It's depressing. You see people sitting there who have been streaming, and you ask them, like, and go in their chat, how long you been streaming? Oh, about 4 or 5 years, and they're sitting there with 2 viewers. And it's just... And probably one of them is them. And it's sad. But, at some point, you got to be able to say, you know what, whatever I'm doing isn't working. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I'm not doing something right.
It is.
And I can tell you 90% of streamers, I can tell you 90% of what and they're not interacting. That's it.
Right.
Streamers, that's the biggest killer. You're not interacting. You're not making any noise. I understand minimal noise. but you're not making any noise. And then people say all the time, as soon as I get viewers, as soon as they start talking to me, I'll be able to talk. It'll be easier. But then those same people get a few viewers, and then they... So...
Dude, that's how I judge, like, okay, well, not judge, that's the wrong word, but, like, say I'm just browsing through Twitch, and I'm saying, oh, this guy's playing RuneScape, I'll check him out, see what he's doing. And, like, he's just sitting there, and, like, if he doesn't talk for, like, 30 seconds, I'm like, alright, I'm out. I mean, you know what, if I'm gonna just watch someone play RuneScape, I'll watch my own videos. Like, you like you said, you gotta be doing something different. You have to stick out. You have to find a niche, or niche, however you say it. I'm a big fan, or a big believer in not giving up, you know, not being a quitter. I do think that there comes a time where you have to, like you said, change something up, think, okay, obviously this isn't working, I need to fix something. I don't believe in just, you know, being like, all right, I'm done, I give up, I quit it, you know. I feel like you can always make something work if you try hard enough. Now, that doesn't mean doing the exact same thing and expecting something to change. What was it that Voss said from Far Cry 3, with the thing about insanity or whatever, doing the same thing over and over again? I think that's an actual quote maybe, but I only know video games, but I don't know. I feel like anybody can do this if they try hard enough, but you have to find your thing. You have to find what makes you who you are, because there's, I don't know, enough content on YouTube to last a million lifetimes probably. So you have to find a way to stick out in that, and that's the hard part, getting noticed. You have to find something that works for you, that makes you different, if that be that editing, or, which I've also learned, you gotta edit, man. You can't, because that's another thing, is Let's Plays, or gaming in general, is kind of not disappearing, but it's definitely not near as popular as it once was. The glory days of gaming on YouTube, or even Twitch is popping off. Twitch is gonna be killing YouTube for too long, I bet. I bet, but in the gaming sense at least. But I don't know. I feel like anybody can do it. You just have to be dedicated. You have to be self-motivated. You have to be able to put in the work. As you know, you're a hard-working dude. I don't know how you do what you do, man.
It takes a lot of balance. It really does. And I agree with you. I think anyone can do. I have no doubt about that. But I do think that at some point, you know, just because anyone can do what we do, sometimes, you know, it doesn't always work out that way at that point in time. I'm not saying give up. I'm saying take a step back.
Absolutely.
You know, maybe think to yourself, you know, I'm gonna maybe write down some ideas, try these out. If that doesn't work, try again. Don't go hungry because you're trying to focus on your Twitch career.
Yeah. Have a side job, if not a full-time job. You gotta have something going on at the same time.
Yeah, don't try and make this at first your full-time job. Like, don't go into this thinking, okay, I'm gonna be making this much money because I just Googled how much Dr. Disrespect makes, you know, a year. So this is how much on average I should be making a year, because that's not how that's gonna work, my man. That is not how that works.
Bringing it back to what you said earlier, focus on this as more of a side hustle or a side job or a hobby, and then when you get picked up, then you can start to, you know, make changes in your direct life. Don't just cut ties with everything because you uploaded a video and it went semi whatever. Because, you know, obviously me and you aren't like, you know, major leagues or anything, but we've been in the business, air quotes, for a couple years now, I guess, and you know, like I said, while we're no hot shots, I think we have a pretty good understanding of the, you know, the logistics and the algorithms of stuff, and it's just, you know, you gotta work hard. That's what it comes down to, and it's depressing, man. I mean, like you said, and I've said this before a couple times, when you put so much hard work and effort into like a video or a stream for you, I mean, you talk for hours on end, and when there's no one there, or like say you upload a video that took you hours of hard work or an all night, and you get like nobody watches, it's like I'm just spitting out here into the ether, and it's like, what's the point? But you have to just push past that. You have to keep going, and just eventually something is bound to happen if you just, you know, you make dope content.
It's true. And for anyone who's, you know, maybe listening and really looking for the best advice I can give you, and this is the best advice any streamer will give you. It doesn't matter who you're asking. You could be asking a small-time guy like me. You could be asking a guy who may give you a serious answer like Summit or Lyric or Shroud or whoever. Consistency is the biggest key.
Yes,
if
sir.
people do not know when they can watch you, they're not going to watch you. Like this weekend, I didn't stream. It's terrible. But again, I'm turning this into more of a hobby. Like I kind of fell off of the whole full-time Twitch thing because I I just don't have the time.
You've got like a, not to get too personal, but you've got like a real serious, like you're a big time dude at your job.
Yeah. So like, I got my job. I got
You have a
my
wife.
wife. I got my 3 animals. You know, I got a house. That I gotta
Yeah, yeah,
maintain.
you have a house.
I got all kinds of stuff going on, and so I don't have the time that I did. I was living at my old place. I just don't. And maybe one day that'll change. Maybe one day I'll try and turn this into something else. But that's a part of being able to take a step back and look at your real life and assess what you have going on too.
Very
You know,
well said.
you've got to be able to balance, and balance is the key to being happy in general. If you're not happy, you know, if you try to stream and you're just not happy streaming, even though you at one point thought to yourself, man, this is going to be this is what I want to do. This is my dream.
Because you will get burnt out. It will happen.
Yeah. If you ever feel like you're not happy, it's at that point that you've lost. You have lost not only yourself, but you've lost your dream, and that's sad. And you can't do that.
Yeah, and boys and girls, as we come to the end of the grind here, I hope you've enjoyed our serious TED Talk here. We got a little deep today, but we just, you know, it's what happens, I guess, when we're playing RuneScape. We talk about life. But, I mean, this is me and Necro's life, essentially. I mean, you know, it's, you know, just a side thing right now, but, you know, we try to focus, you know, decently heavy on it, and, you know, I don't know, I mean, hopefully, here's hoping one day something will happen. I don't know, I mean, it's just kind of, it's a big part of my life, at least. I'm trying, and you know what, that's all I can do, and until something happens, then great, and I mean, if it never does, I'll move on and try something else. I'll go full-time teaching, I don't know, I'll figure something out. I'm just like you will, I'm sure, you know, everything will work out in the long run.
Oh yeah, I mean, in the long run, we will always have something to fall back on, and I will never let my love for video games and my love for streaming take over my other responsibilities as a husband, as a working member of society, and hopefully maybe one day even a father. I won't ever let that take over my life to that degree.
And I think that's impressive, because not a lot of people can say that. I mean, we're still young. I mean, we're still decently young. And I mean,
I'm almost 30.
That's young, dude. You're not, I mean, that's young, man.
That is young. I'm just saying, I just came to the realization the other day I'm 30.
Dude, I'm almost 25. I'm almost a quarter of a century.
Oh, dude.
But I mean, I'd like to think that we, especially you, we got our stuff together, man. And I mean, we're out here surviving, bro. What else can you say, right?
That's true. I mean, I like to pretend I have some stuff going
Dude, you do. I mean, you've got it going on. You're handsome. You've got like a dope hairline still.
Yeah, you right. I do.
You should be happy. You got the world by your hands, or by the horns.
By my hair.
Yeah. Well, boys and girls, thanks for grinding one out with me and Necro. What have you been doing this whole time? Have you been like slaying still?
I've been slaying Necreals, dude. I am down to 102 out of 215.
I've just been fishing. I never went to go Blue Dragons because I got too caught up in our talk, but that's fine. This was good, dude. I had a lot of fun today, so thanks for hanging out. Why don't you go ahead and plug your Twitch channel we were just talking so much about?
Sure. It is twitch.tv/necrocircus with the 0.
And I know you said you didn't stream this weekend, but normally your schedule is you try to get it in on weekends?
Fridays and Saturdays. I usually start about 8:30, and then I go until 8:30, and then I go until I don't feel like it anymore.
Right. That's a good thing to do. I don't know how. See, that's another thing. I just don't know how you talk for hours, man. Like I'm vocally exhausted at the end of like a couple episodes. So that's
bro, I could go for hours still.
That's impressive. I don't have the. Maybe it's because I'm yelling at children all day, but like my vocal cords are just so done. So I don't know.
Probably it.
What are you still playing a lot of Tarkov on your Twitch streams?
Oh yeah, Tarkov is probably my main game currently. I'm probably gonna get back in. Exciting soon. The new season has a character that I really want to play.
Back into what? You kind of cut out a little bit.
Back into Rainbow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Rainbow. Are you gonna play that new like quarantine thing coming out?
Probably not.
Is it just like a side project? What is it exactly? Like DLC?
the way it was described to me is kind of like a zombie mode for Call of Duty.
Oh, that
It's
sounds
not a
kind of
DLC. It's a separate game, but
like a standalone expansion, kind of.
kinda. I'm not sure how they're gonna do it, so I guess we'll see.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I never played Rainbow, but I know it was pretty popular. They're still like updating it today, aren't they?
Oh yeah, it's arguably probably like the CS:GO of its time currently.
I knew it was a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it's pretty tactical. It's much more tactical than like say Call of Duty where you just run and gun.
Right, right.
So
All right, boys and girls. Well, we're gonna wrap this episode up here. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for grinding one out with us. If you watched till the end, or if you enjoyed or learned something, give me a like, a subscribe, whatever you want, dude. I don't freaking. It's up to you, man. Go check out my boy Necro. He's super funny and he's like, he's okay at video games, so it's entertaining to watch and play.
yeah, I'm decent.
So we will see you guys and girls in the next episode. I think this is coming out on Thursdays now. So every Thursday we should have one of these if me and Necro are good boys and get it recorded on the weekend. So we will see you guys then. Thank you guys for watching once again. See you guys later. Bye.
Bye bye.